What's good? It's your boy Czarr, all rights reserved. I know that I didn't really do it justice, so I came back. I gave a quick mention, but he deserves some justice in this. Criatension's coming on my live. What do you think's gonna come out? Now, remember I did a video he reacted to about the fact that his music was allegedly being taken by someone who is most notable to a lot of you. And that person I was talking about was Broly 500. Now, here's the thing. I seen Criatension's. I haven't seen Broly 500 yet. Well, just snippets. I haven't seen him in full. He didn't respond either. Criatension's did. So that's telling to me. And obviously, he knows who I am and what I do. During this Tentacion series, we've mentioned many people who sound alike. Well, now Criatension's is ready to step to the plate and explain, prove, show exactly why he says this guy is taking his media. This is huge, because with him proving this, it's going to, without a shadow of a doubt, change the game. It's going to change the game. If he's actually saying this guy is taking what I think he's taking, how he's taking it, it is going to prove who's a liar. It is going to prove who's a liar. Now, everyone wants to talk about a sound alike. Someone sounds like this, sounds like this. Everyone sounds like X. These two were the most notable, effective, let's say, socialites and musicians that sounded like X. Now he's breaking his silence and he's ready to step forward to show in breaking news here on TheCzarr All Rights Reserved on a subject no one else has spoken about, dealing with his music being taken by an individual claiming to sound like Tentacion. I heard Broly 500's music. He does sound like him. But if he's taking it, then he's taking it from who? Exactly. That's the question. Criatension's is here to break that question and answer any questions you may have with it. You see, this is what happens when you grind. This is a well-notable artist. This artist is known in many facets. I already chopped it up with him, told him, listen, you know, I got things in motion. Let's plan this out, because I want a night where people can ask you questions, where you can answer them comfortably from whatever comfortable position you're at, and we could just discuss. I would like a long live with him as long as possible so he can even demo some of his music. Now, I don't know if I could play his music because at this point, I'm not sure if he has it held by major industries, but I will promote it, and in community, I will repost his music. And we're going to talk about how his music's being taken. Now, this is edgy because it's edgy waters. But again, objectively, I let everyone put out there what they think. Give everybody a chance. Broly 500 can never come to me and say, well, you ain't never reach out. You're going to make me show the proof. And if you do that, you're going to make yourself instantly a liar. You had nothing to say when I reached out to both of you a while ago. He responded then and there, but later on he said, okay, you know, I'm ready. He got some of his projects out the way, because that's how an artist works. He works on his projects. He works on his craft. But the top thing that I'm looking to find out is to close the gaps on Tentacion sound-alikes. That's what this mission is. We're closing the gaps. It's for a reason. And the problem with a lot of the game now is people trying to sound like other people. But after listening to Criatension's music, even the ones allegedly taken, I think he has the same flavor, but I do believe he has something different to bring, especially with his newer projects. We'll talk about that too. Again, off the dome, I have many great questions that people may be asking. My goal is that a couple of you may be able to ask a question. We'll interact with the live. We'll get it jumping. It is going to be fire. This is going to be fire. I'm working on different things around it. I'm trying to get other socialites involved going forward, but you know, some of the most notable ones don't want nothing to do with it. Conversation, they want to stick to, oh, this is safe and stuff, and they don't bring that intervention to their community. They're good at where they are, but they could be great, and they don't bring that intervention. Here, we change it up very often. We bring exciting, creative topics, creative things, regardless of the subject. You see, people mistake it. They say, you're still talking about that. Even if the topic's the same, the angle and intervention to understanding always changes up. And if your mind is not linked to that, critical thinking may be something that you have nothing to do with. This is the bridge that's going to take us into totally different waters that I've already trailed, scoped out. I looked through the monocle. I don't know if they call that a monocle or whatever. The one-eyed thing where you're able to see far. And I already see the positionality that I'm aiming for. So we're sailing. We went from the plains, now we're sailing the seas. We went from the sky to the hefty waters that we're trailing on YouTube. Because now we're big enough to build our brigade. The power is great. We are in motion. You know how I rock. I don't want you guys to miss it. Go over, show some respect to Criatention, and give him the acclaim he deserves. On this station where we talked about many related topics to the subject, we are then going to get his opinions and thoughts. TheCzarr All Rights Reserved has been in the making, been in motion. We got great things ahead, especially with the content. Let's see if Broly 500 speaks up. I highly doubt it. He's had many opportunities from me. If anybody has anything different to show, go over to Instagram, check my stories, CZARR_ All Rights Reserved. That's one word at the end after the underscore. You know the motions, you know how he does this. Shout out to the greatest nation since United Nations. We've been patient. We dine and we age like fine wine. You already know how I rock. So grab a drink movement still in effect. CommenterNation forever. Commenter Galaxy, Commenter Universe. Everybody stand up. We got hits coming. You already know how I rock. All Rights Reserved.